Hello and welcome to the Evening Mews with Tomcat. I'm Tom Sourpuss.
And I'm Katalina Purma. Our top stories tonight: a cat gets a free winter flight, and a crazed man exacts his revenge on a smirking cat. But first, World Mews. Have you ever looked at your cat and thought, they sure would be better if they glowed green?
No, can't say that I have.
Well, today's your lucky day, because South Korean scientists have genetically cloned Turkish Angora cats born earlier this year with a fluorescence protein. The cats, when exposed to ultraviolet light, glow an eerie red or green. It should be said, however, that the cat's fur doesn't glow, just the exposed skin. So under the light, the cat's ears and nose shine bright with the colors of kimchi, the country's spicy pickle dish. I guess you could say that they're crazy about kimchi. Though I must say, I certainly prefer my cats the way they naturally are. They don't need any genetic enhancements because they already emit a bright glow in my heart.
Wow.
A very special cat survived a near-death trip recently. Gracie May, after having a space surgery a few days earlier, climbed into her owner's Seth's suitcase and caught a flight from Palm Beach, Florida to Dallas, Texas. As if that isn't frightful enough, when Seth arrived in Dallas, he and another woman both grabbed the wrong luggage. The woman went home with Gracie May, while Seth left with a bag full of women's clothes. Meanwhile, Kelly, Seth's wife, was frantically searching for Gracie May, even putting up lost flyers all over her neighborhood. Luckily, Kelly received a call from a woman who told her she had her cat.
Hope she didn't finish the sentence with, "I want $1 million in tens and fives."
No, she didn't. But imagine Kelly's surprise when she learned where her cat was. Luckily, Kelly's husband was able to pick up his luggage and Gracie May, who's back home and doing well. An aircraft expert said that Gracie May was lucky to be alive after traveling in the cargo hold. The uncontrolled temperatures dropped while in the air and can easily get below zero when above 30,000 feet. After her last experience, I doubt Gracie May will be eager to jump in her owner's luggage again.
Very true, although I am unsettled that airport security didn't catch an illegal stowaway, especially with all the security measures we have to go through to get on a flight. Oh, I think a Mews cat's ready to be amused.
Neighborhood.
What do you
Luckily,
call a
Kelly
cat that
received
was
a call
caught by
from
the
a woman
police?
who told her she had her cat.
Perpetrator.
I want $1 million
What is a
in
cat's
tens and
way
fives.
of keeping law and order?
No, she didn't.
Law
But imagine
enforcement.
Kelly's surprise when she learned where her cat was. Luckily, Kelly's husband, priceless. Well, I think it's time to scoop the kitty letterbox. This is where we take common cat-related questions and shed some light on them for our viewers. Let's see what's in the letterbox today. Dear Tomcat, I believe that one of our neighbors is a hoarder. She has a lot of animals in her home and that she is unable to care for. The cats and dogs are unsocialized and everyone is afraid to walk past her house. What can I do to report the abuse and neglect that I witnessed and help save those furry lives? Thanks, Luann in Gresham.
Well, Luann, the Multnomah County Animal Shelter is the county's main protector of abused and neglected animals. If you witnessed an animal being either neglected or abused, both illegally and morally wrong, please call Animal Services at 503-988-7387. There are different options for an emergency or one that requires further investigation. The information will remain anonymous if you wish, but remember that abuse cases will need a witness to the crime. Please leave detailed information such as the address, animal, person's name if you know it, and the description of what you witnessed.
And this concludes our kitty letterbox segment.
A man was arrested in West Sussex, England for killing a cat he claimed was bullying him. The cat's owner, a well-known radio disc jockey, had been searching for her cat Chopper for a week before learning of his fate. Dougal Thorne was witnessed fatally punching the cat and later threw its body into a river. Thorne said he felt justified in killing the cat because it had knocked over a vase and then smirked at him.
Right.
The cat supposedly was a menace and looked pleased after knocking over the vase and spilling the water and flowers everywhere. At the time of arrest, Thorne expressed regret in his actions, saying he wished he could turn back time and that he had lost control at the time. No neighbours were able to confirm Thorne's claim that Chopper was a menace. Now Chopper's owners are grieving the loss of their beloved cat and asking for the maximum sentence punishable under law. Under Britain's Animal Welfare Act, animal cruelty is punishable by up to 10 years in prison and £20,000, or about $38,000 US. However, most cases have gotten 3 months in prison or a fine of about £2,500, which is about $5,000 US.
It never seems like enough, does it? May Chopper rest in peace. Let's check in with Howie with the weather. Surely he can raise our spirits with a great forecast. Hey Howie, is the weather going to settle down with sunny days soon? Again, it's necessary to leave detailed information, but keep in mind that OHS does not handle emergency cases. Oh, that Howie, what a charmer. Well, now it's time for our adoptable cat segment.
The Multnomah County Shelter in Troutdale has many cats looking for their forever home. Could it be yours?
What sweet faces. Well, also at the shelter are cats and dogs that are lost and waiting to go home. Remember, the shelter is one of the first places you should check out if your pet is missing. Whether or not your pet has a microchip, which will help ensure its safe return to you, you should visit the shelter to let them know that your pet is missing, and then check the shelter often to see if your pet has been found.
Oh no, kittens! Kitten season has started, so foster homes and volunteers are greatly needed by shelters and rescue organisations. If you have a spare closet, bathroom, or even a guest room, you too can become a foster home. Please call the Multnomah Animal Shelter or any rescue organisation if you would like to help. Well, that wraps up the evening Mews with Tomcat.
Until next time, stay positive
and please stay spayed and neutered, Portland.
What sweet faces. Well, also at the shelter are cats and dogs that are lost and waiting to go home. Remember, the shelter is one of the first places you should check out if your pet is missing. Whether or not your pet has a microchip, which will help ensure its safe return to you, you should visit the shelter to let them know that your pet is missing, and then check the shelter often to see if your pet has been found.
Oh no, kittens! Kitten season has started, so foster homes and volunteers are greatly needed by shelters and rescue organisations. If you have a spare closet, bathroom, or even a guest room, you too can become a foster home. Please call the Multnomah Animal Shelter or any rescue organisation if you would like to help. Well, that wraps up the evening Mews with Tomcat.
Until next time, stay positive
and please stay spayed and neutered, Portland.